New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange. And everybody's starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange. And everybody's starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange. And everybody's starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah.
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Going down.
New York City, Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Yo, que lo que, what's good? Welcome back. I think you still hear that. Man, that is. Mi gente, what's good? We back for season 2. Dos. On that quickly. So he took the threes. We're going to do season 2. Welcome back to the Organic Fanatic. You know what it is, It's your boy Ruel, aka Castle King, with my brother. Hey, the new Knicks. Talk to him, new Knicks. Yes, sir.
Salute everybody. Forgive us for being a little missing in action. We back. We here. Excited. Excited for season 2. You know what I mean? And all the upcoming topics we're about to talk about. You know what I mean? We miss talking Knicks. We miss you know what I mean? Vibing out with the TOF fam. Welcome home. Welcome home.
That's right. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all. Hey, I'm Angela. I hear it in the background, so I don't know what it is. Unless you can lower that. And we appreciate you guys. Welcome back to another one. We've been a little bit MIA, the slow season, so wasn't too much to talk about. We didn't want to beat the dead horse with the same info. Anything that happens, we're just jumping at it. So we want to have it all together like a little collage and talk about it now. So that's where we at with it now. Salute. So we got a couple interesting topics that we had that was out there. So we got training camp, we got media day that we're talking about now. Saw a little bit with Julius Randle. So we got Julius Randle out there who first he jumped ship from CAA. And then he went to his new organization there. And then once he did that switch, which happens to be RJ Barrett's agent. So that's an interesting thing out there who used to be his agent before. So something interesting. Yeah, Emmanuel, can you hear that? I hear the background.
Mikey. Yeah, Mikey, we hear you in the background. It's probably Mike. Is Mike still Yeah, Mikey, we hear you in the background. It's probably Mike.
That's Emmanuel, he got that still running. Anyway, pardon the technical difficulties. We'll keep going on to that. So excuse us for that. Hopefully he corrects that soon. There it is. Anyway, so he leaves his CAA. He goes to this new agency now. And apparently, if you looked at some of the stuff that they were showing now, they were showing a media, was it Media Day?
Media Day. Yeah.
Pictures, they're doing all the pictures. And Randall's on there with some shoes. And the shoes that he's on with is some Skechers.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm surprised by the haircut. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's right, fade them off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised by the haircut.
Yeah. What were you thinking about his haircut when you saw it?
Shit, man, you know the best Randall that the New York Knicks has had was Buckwheat Randall. You know what I mean? Every time you saw him with his naps knotted out, you know he was ready to get dirty and you know get it in, and you know his playing status under Buckwheat Randall was pretty elevated. He was definitely, you know, playing like a monster, aggressive. You know what I mean? Playing like the younger version of himself.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we got to see how fadeaway Randall does. I think he's in for a big year this year. I think, and as you were talking about it before, and that like he was in that podcast P. He was doing that podcast P, talking about he's been looking at film. That was something he talked about again on Media Day. But he's really been looking at film. and what he's got to do to make those changes on this. That's going to be kind of interesting on how he makes those changes. Has he been really looking at film? Is he going to make those changes himself? So I'm going to be interested to see how that happens, how it comes about for him to make that change. So very, very interesting on this. So I like him to have a big year. I think he's going to be close to All-Star again in that aspect. But he looks like he's in shape. He said he has to still get into training camp shape. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty good on there. RJ was pretty stoked on there. But the ones that I was interested in as well. So we got Dante DiVincenzo on Media Day. Dante was talking about, you know, I mean, with him and him and also Josh Hart were kind of mirroring what their thought was. Josh Hart says, whatever we need, that's me. Whatever we need to do, I'm gonna do it. So whether he's scrapping the floor, whatever it takes for him. I love that.
Yeah, he definitely made a point in saying that that he's not there to recreate the chemistry that all three of them had you know in Villanova. It's not about them three, even though like I was saying in season one of the last episodes when we was talking about the topic, like strategically Leon Rose's move was to get continuity and unity. So I think that was the major move of the summer. We barely had any moves like that, but Dante definitely is a Tibbs kind of player. Ready to do whatever he needs to do to get this team some wins.
And you said it. And he said he's about winning. So that's all he cares about, winning. He doesn't care what role they play. They asked him, does he want to start? He said him and Josh was like, yo, I don't care. We want to win. Whatever it takes, start, whatever you want to put me at. It don't matter. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game, whatever it is. Whether it's you want me to get 7 straight steals, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the 7 straight steals or whatever we need at that point. So I'm feeling that. I like the vibes that he has. Josh Hart, the same thing. He doesn't care about starting. He got that winner mindset. As you were saying, this year, people were talking about talent, the star. I mean, I think you called it right. We bet it. We went all in on continuity, on chemistry, and that's a big thing in
that
the
was that was the word, chemistry. Yes, sir.
Hey, salute. Oh, we got him in the building. Organic Fanatic Mix.
What's going on, guys?
Where's my man?
What's going on, family?
Yeah.
What's going on, primos?
Yeah. Welcome back. We tell people season 2, bro. Season 2. Yeah.
Season 2, baby.
Man.
Hey, is anything you want to say to the peoples for you one here?
Damn, I regret. I missed my intro.
There it is. You got time. Go ahead.
You got time. Say what's up to the.
What's going on, guys? Man, it was good to see you this last weekend. Even though it was sad, I'm so glad I got to see my family. What's going on, nation? Yes, I'm kind of walking from home, but you guys go ahead, man. I'll be in and out, but go ahead.
Yeah, we're just talking about we're talking a little bit about training camp. So whenever you're ready to jump in, you can jump in. We're just talking about.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So we're talking about how Dante DiVincenzo and how Josh Hart, they have the winning mindset. They're talking about they do whatever it takes to win, which is a big thing. And if you were listening to Tibbs, which again people weren't listening, he gave all the jewels. He was dropping the gems on them. He was doing a mob deep, drop a gem on them, letting everybody know what the plan is, how it's going to go throughout the year, and everybody don't listen. He said it's about the team first. Do whatever it takes for your game to get better, whatever for the team.
Hey, we was talking. Sorry. We was talking about Dante DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo sounds like young Tibbs. Like everything that he was saying in media day sounded exactly what Tibbs says continuously, like you just said. That he subliminally tells people what the agenda is, and they know what to do, and they're here to get it done.
Yep.
I mean, I think
I
DiVincenzo and I think what people were saying about the continuity and everybody just like, because we're really bringing back the crew that we have for the last couple of years, the last 3 or 4 years. We've had almost everybody that we've had for the last 3 or 4 years. I think everybody else is kind of like that continuity that they had before, no more.
Yep.
The Bucks broke it up when they gave away, what's his name? I forget. They messed up with that move, man. I think that now he has to be integrated now into Boston. Boston lost a lot of continuity. Holy shit. Boston lost a lot of continuity. Thank you. They who else lost a lot of continuity? I mean, I don't think there's teams really that are really big together. Forget about it, dude. They fell off big time. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I think that's very important. And then he's got the Villanova squad. I think that's another indication that they want a group that's gonna play together. Okay. All right. All right, guy, man. I'll see you later, brother, man. I'll see you in the morning. See you in the morning. If I don't, I'll see you Sunday. Yeah, try to come in. Maybe Sunday will work. Sorry, guys.
Me and Mike.
Yeah. No, but that's it, man. I think the continuity I told you guys is gonna be so important, man. You know that we got a group that's like a group that was together before they were Knicks and won twice championships at the college level, which you can't say anybody else in the NBA got a crew like that. Who in the NBA do you guys know that guys won 2 championships back to fucking back?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I think that we might still be, as I've seen in the past, one of the deepest teams in the East.
Yeah.
Like I said, in season 1, it feels like we have 2 teams in one. You know, and every soldier from the starters to the bench players, everybody's ready for war. I mean, it looks like a group of pit bulls tied up to a chain with a fence holding a 100-pound stake. And bro, and I think once those collars snap off, it's gonna be a real big problem.
Yep, I agree. That's a big gamble that we went on, which I think is one of the better gambles compared to, always trying to get this star and talent, and do they mix? Do those talent that you get, do they mix with the bench players? Do they like each other? You know what I mean? Is that where we genuinely? I mean, it looks like if you listen to them, they look like they all get along. All our Knicks players, they joke with each other, they have fun. So that continuity chemistry is something big. Not only just knowing what the player is, what they like. Go ahead. What do you guys say?
I was, as far as DiVincenzo, I mean, like he said, he's 2 hours away from his house, from home.
Yeah.
He's from Delaware, so he's 2 hours away from home. And he's you're making the players happy and comfortable. You're bringing him home, dude. You're bringing him to a team where he's got teammates already there waiting for him. Who, this is a kid. He's not the best. He's not the super greatest super player, but he's a decent player. He's very good. You know what I mean? And you got a very good player coming home, coming to a squad where he won 2 college championships with, that got his back, that has a guy in Hart, that Josh Hart that won us like 9 games. He went on 2 winning streaks with Josh Hart. That with Jalen Brunson, what he brought to the Knicks, and now he's coming into that. And, I think that the chemistry is going to be really good. I think that the only thing, we're small, right, Phil?
That we me and Mike, I think we were on the chat speaking and looking up everybody's height, which I thought we would be
We
average team.
Like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, so I mean, you can't measure heart, bro. Nah.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I mean, yeah.
No pun intended, but you can't put a chart or a graph on heart and effort, and what I mean, guys that knows what that winning culture comes from. You know what I mean? Villanova I'm pretty sure Mike knows the coach in Villanova, and
I don't know
that
who the coach from
it's.
Villanova.
I mean, it's definitely from what I've seen, it's like a Steve Kerr Warriors. I mean, a chemistry type team, and I think that's you can't win two championships with Villanova. One with Josh Hart and the other one uh with the other player. Yeah, I mean,
DiVincenzo.
without having a great coach, with
You're right.
instilling the mindset of unity and playing together, because that's the only way you could win is by playing together.
Yeah, and Jay Wright is a coach you're talking about, Jay Wright. And
Jay
then
Wright, yeah.
to piggyback on what you guys are talking about, that what we gambled on there. These guys, not only do they have heart, no pun intended, pun intended. They got heart, but they got a winner's mentality, which is one thing. They're winners, as Mike, as you were saying, they're not great, but they're winners. They got the winning mindset.
Yeah.
They know they can do whatever it takes to win, which is what a Thibodeau type player is. That's gonna infect the other players with the drive to win, to do whatever it takes. And the best thing about them, like if you think about our last picks, the Kevin Knox, the Frank Ntilikina's, the Cam, what were they missing that these players have? And that is a motor. They got a motor and work ethic. When they come in, they're nonstop. They're gonna give whatever it takes. They're gonna be gym rats. Where the other guys are like, man, if I get it, I get it. They give it all. They got that motor that's nonstop, and they're winning.
Well, I mean,
Right.
you could see by Kevin Knox suit when he got drafted was I think a
Fortnite.
video game coat. I mean, yeah, you can't teach hunger, bro. That's one thing you cannot teach is hunger and drive. And a lot of successful NBA players come you know uh from a hungry
Poverty
from a
or
hung
a,
yeah,
a struggling background
yeah,
where they want to win, where they got no choice
exactly.
to be successful. Yep. Some of
Yep.
these other kids now are they growing up in this AAU era where they're just in a team. They're used to being good. They're used to being that guy, and then all they really want is the bag. Once they get the bag, they're not gonna go work out in the gym. I think we heard that from podcast P Gil's Arena on some, and shout out to Gil's Arena, real players talking about what the insides of it. You know what I mean? So that's
Facts.
that's what we got. We got gym rats. We got people that are hungry. That's it. Doesn't matter the size. I mean, we got some big guys. We got what we got? Hartenstein, who's
We got
7'1".
Hartenstein, Sims, Mitch.
Sims is 6'10".
Grimes
Mitch
is
is
pretty
7'1".
tall for his size, for his position.
Who's that?
Yeah, you guys right. We do got Mitch is about a 7-footer. Hartenstein's about 6'11". Sims is about 6'10". So we got Randall, and we got RJ's about 6'6". Those are our big guys right now that we got.
All right. I mean, yeah, we're talking about height, but now let's
We're
talk
talking about
about
guys.
yeah. But now let's talk
Really?
about but if you talk about build, yeah, I mean, pause in any way. When you talk about build, these guys are solid. These niggas is solid. You know what I mean? Like RJ ain't no flabby. You know what I mean? He's not built like Kevin Knox. You can see, when somebody's in that gym, you can really see it.
Yup. And then even IQ, man. IQ was I saw in a video over the summer where he was doing leg presses. He was like 50
Yeah,
500 pounds. Yo,
I
he got
mean,
strong legs. He's
yeah.
gonna be one of those strong, skinny, fast motherfuckers, man. Watch, he's developing those leg muscles so that he can hit a half-court shot.
Who's that?
IQ, bro. Ice Cube.
Quickly. Yeah. Quickly is gonna be an assassin, bro. Quickly. I mean, this year is the year not only of continuity, but now is time for graduation. We got grind. We got
You,
grind.
you know.
What?
I'm sorry, Dwight. You know what? You know what role I see Jared IQ being that everybody's talking shit and want to trade him for. I think being that our Jeremy Grant.
What? Who?
Like who?
What?
Hey, who they trade to the Boston? Who they trade to Boston?
You mean like Smart?
Nah, man, better than Smart, bro. He's smarter than Smart. Like this guy who got traded to Boston just now.
Brogdon? Oh, you talking about Drew Holiday? Drew Holiday?
Yeah, Drew Holiday. Yeah, Drew Holiday. I can
Just
see him being on Drew Holiday.
Yeah, but he's way better shooter than Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday,
Hell yeah.
defender, but Drew Holiday.
But I mean, as far as defense, because IQ can play defense.
He's a
Oh,
very
no,
good player, but he's not at Drew Holiday level yet.
I think these guys, the last 3 or 4 years, still very young, they're developing, and it's like when you have to develop that man strength. You have to get older. Your body has to get more solid.
You're talking about you're talking about the transformation that Mitch just went into. That when he first came in, and now he's 60 pounds heavier. Last year he was just learning how to use those 60 pounds and master it.
But Mitch became 60 pounds heavier, not because he was okay. He had a leg injury, right?
No, but Mike, he grew into his man body.
Espérate, pero the reason he gained the weight, Phil, was because he had an injured leg and he wasn't exercising because he couldn't really move because of the injured leg. He started gaining weight. So what he was doing when he was bored was he was gaining weight and then working out, but he wasn't dieting right. So he gained the 60 pounds of muscle. Yeah, he came in bulky, dude. He came in
but Mike, he didn't not work out. He worked out on his
no. That's
upper
not what I
body.
said. I said that he was working out to build muscle, to build mass. He was eating, but he wasn't doing it right. So he looked more fat than muscular.
No, Mike, that's not what it was.
Then last year, when he came back from that injury, he was working out that year. He came back big. The coaches got a hold of him and they were dieting him. They were like, even Coach Thibs said it. Thibs was like, look, man, it's good that he gained weight and he put on some bulk, but he was doing it wrong. He went about it wrong. I wish he would have gotten with our trainers because then we would have had him with a trainer developing his muscle the right way because he came in kind of fluffy, a little big, a little fluffy. He wasn't really like defined like he was in the towards the end of the season. He was more defined. He lost a little bit. He lost about 10 pounds. It looked like because he was heavy, dude. He came in at the beginning of the year from that leg injury when he was out. Heavy, dude, like 60 pounds overweight.
Not but Mike, but he couldn't work out the bottom half of his leg. I mean, the bottom half of his body.
All that shit, all his weight was up top. You can see his double chin a little bit. I mean, it's good that he gained weight. He got more because he was getting pushed around by MB. So he needed to size up, and he did, and he tried, and he did it on his own. But they were like, we wish that we would have had trainers working with you because then, we wouldn't have, you wouldn't have been so like fat. You know what I mean? It would have been more muscle.
I mean,
and then and then he started working out. And then and then by the end of the season, he was more defined. He was more even from top and bottom, and he wasn't getting that injured.
So now that you guys talking about that, and we're talking about Mitch, so he had that year where he gained weight. He tried to get in shape in between mid-year, and he was making his adjustments. NyKnicks was talking about this year his major moves he's been working on. He's putting on the social media that he wants to, do some things out there. So let's talk about Mitch. What kind of year do you think Mitch is going to have this year? Do you think he's going to go for like DOP, Defensive Player of the Year, or do you think he's going to have? What do you think will be something big that he'll do this year?
You want to answer that, Phil? You want to go first?
Well, I mean, I think with him learning his weight and how to maneuver, I think he'll go back to his roots. I mean, of course, he's going to do everything Tip says, but I think I could see his blocking jump back up. to win his first 2 years, and I think that defensive player, he could be a runner-up. I mean, there's not much you can say about Mitch because Mitch always gives 100%, and he is the anchor. So ship is not moving without Mitch.
Yep. You're on mute. You're on mute, Meg.
Every year, everybody doubts Mitch. They don't give him his credit. But he got the bag last year. And he was offensive rebounder. The most offensive rebound. They couldn't fuck with him. He shut down the Cavs in the playoffs, dog. All those guys that were talking shit about Mobley and whatever the guy, I forget their name. I don't really remember other teams' names, but he shut him down.
Yeah, Jared Allen.
Came back stronger in the beginning of the year. He's got something to prove. He wants to show everybody he can shoot threes, or he wants to shoot more. It's on Thibs. I think Thibs runs a really tight ship. If you look at the interview, you saw the interview that Derrick Rose gave when for the Memphis press conference. He was talking about how Thibs runs his ship different. It sounds like a very tight ship. Doesn't give too many people leeway. He has a plan. He has a system that he goes with, and so then the players don't have the freedom that they would like. He talked about how he has more freedom over there with Memphis to practice. The point guards have more freedom, and the players have more freedom of their own movements that they're capable of, but that we don't have that kind of movement, or that Thibs runs a really tight ship. So what I'm thinking is that that's why he doesn't let Mitch Rob just shoot. You can't just you're fucking up a system. That's not what the system calls for. We need you to be in there, play defense and rebound, defensive rebound, offensive rebounds. You're stronger now. You're going on your 5th year. You're still 25 years old. You should be balling the fuck out, dog. You're in your prime right now. The only thing I worry about is, the home stuff, because it does affect your work life. He has 2 twins, 2 babies, that being a dad.
He has one daughter. Hold on. You're confusing.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Josh Hart has twins. Josh Hart has twins.
Right. Okay, my bad. You're right. That too. Him too. Okay, Josh Hart has twins now. You got a year as a dad. First year as a dad.
Hold on. Stay
we were talking about Mitch, Mike.
Wait. But what I'm saying, the same story, the same thing. Mitch had 1 baby. My point is that being a brand new dad, you see how it affected Randall when he became a father. The first year when he with his baby, but then the second year with his new baby, it was a rough year for us with him. So it kind of does affect them, their home life, especially when you have kids. Hopefully it won't interfere too much, but you do still, and you have to adjust to your personal life in that. You know what I mean? And so that does play sometimes. I think spill over into work life a little bit, but hopefully it doesn't. I hope they get their rest in the evening, whatever, deal with the family life, be the dads that they gotta be, and adjust, and still have the energy to come and play for us. Is the only thing I worry. But other than that, Josh Hart got Hart. Hart got Hart.
Stick with Mitch.
Mitch Rob got Hart. We got Grimes coming in with Hart. We got Jalen Brunson coming in with Hart. We got IQ. We got Grimes coming in with Hart. We got Deuce coming in with Hart. We got dogs, baby.
We're talking about Mitch, but to go on Mitch, that's what you're saying there. Go ahead. What you got to say, NyKnicks? I know you had something to say on that.
No. I'm just trying to figure this background shit out. Go ahead.
So as far as Mitch, I mean, the main thing that you were talking about when you were talking about the training camp and Derrick Rose, how Derrick Rose said he runs it different than other coaches. I think he was saying, I think he had it almost backwards, where Memphis was a little bit more tighter than how they said Tibbs runs it. As far as training camps, I think he was saying Tibbs has it a little bit loose, which would explain what they're doing, because Tibbs wants continuity. If I was reading it, so I think he was saying he's a little bit loose. Training camp, not everything. He says he masters defense and he pushes defense, but the training camp he's a little more loose. Where when he went to Memphis, they're a little more all in on training and shooting and preparing. Where he said Tibbs was a little bit loose on training camp, which makes sense. Only for training camp, only in the beginning because it's light, and then when they go, because this training camp is only like 2 weeks, so they're in Charleston and then they're training out there in an environment where they're just working on chemistry. It's beautiful. So that's what he's focused on now. When he goes into the actual, when they're back in New York and training, then it's all hardcore and he's focused on defense on there. But all that to say, when he's talking about with Mitch and what players want to do, like Evan wants to come in, he wants to start. Everybody has their own expectations. They want to push their game to whatever other level, like Mitch does. But the main thing that he tells people is what? Know your role. You have a role in the team. When you master and dominate that role, then we can figure out other ways to implement other things you may want to do. But we need you to defense and rebound. That's what we got for you right now. You want some things? We'll make some, lob plays, which we've been calling from Brunson or other players can get more involved. That's up to the players now. He doesn't have to call a set play for Mitch. The other players can try to get him a little more involved, but ultimately it's him for the players to know their role. That's what he's talking about on role playing. What are your thoughts on Mitch, NyKnicks?
Well, Mitch, like I said, he's that monster. Like Mike said, him being the father should have him more charged up. And I mean, on Mitch, I really think, as it being his 5th year, I really think you have to try to at least crack open the door on his offensive game. Because if Mitch had just a few offensive moves, which I mean, I think it could take this team to another level. Even though Tibbs did say,
If he hits his free throw shots.
my bad, I was letting the truck pass by. Yeah, Tibbs said, prove it in practice and but you gotta master what you do before you could jump into anything else. You know what I mean? So like we said in season 1, Mitch, and like you said, if I'm pretty sure if Mitch would have been at the blackout or at the Grimes,
Rico Hines,
at the Himes, I think his game would have elevated. And I don't know, let's see what happens, bro. Let's see what happens. But if Mitch did have an offensive baby bag hook, whatever the case may be, we would be a whole totally different team.
And I agree with you on that. I agree with both of you on that. But I think next year would be the year that we're going to see a Mitch offense, something mingled in. Because this is going to be the second year with Jalen Brunson, second year or a full year with Josh Hart, a first year with Dante DiVincenzo. This is going to be the first real chemistry team, a real team with a lot of players we have with a winning mindset who can win or go hungry. So this is a formula that we're setting like, hey, this is a team we could put forward and compete. And I think once that spacing happens with Dante, everybody hitting their threes, Grimes developing and RJ developing, then I think that's going to free up Mitch because he's already in the paint. He's going to dominate the paint because they're cheating on Mitch and Randall. They're just closing in the paint. That's been the cheat code for all the teams when they play us. They just clog the paint. And even with that, Mitch is dominating on rebounds, dominating teams. So imagine when we space that they can't cheat and they can't double team Randall every play and have that extra player down there. That's going to be huge for us this year. When we can create and be tops in 3-pointers, that's going to create a lot of space. That's going to free up Mitch. That's going to free. And if we saw FIBA RJ was driving, dishing. He's confident in how he can finish off the glass. He's confident on taking people off the dribble. And once he does that, that's going to either bring Mitch's man in, and that's going to free him up for alley-oops and lobs. So I think Mitch is going to have a big year. Even without having his offensive game, I think he's going to be top in the East Coast again in rebounds. So I think he's going to do that. I like your call for the defense. I think we need that. If he can get back to that first, second year blocking Mitch, where he was blocking 2, 3.
Everything. He was.
I think there was a lady going to take a drink from the stand. He slapped that out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the first 2 years of Mitch, boy, is like the things that he could execute on the court in the defensive end, and when it came to blocking, bro, it's ridiculous. I mean, he's breaking records, in NBA. He has that trajectory. He has, climbed a few milestones. So I guess he got a taste of that. So that should play a part in his motivation. You know what I mean? Let's see if he would have been with Hakeem for the summer, boy.
Yeah, yeah, but see, this is where I got the problem, and not a problem with it, but like you know what I'm saying. Like if you have a certain skill set that you beast mode on, and we get it, you want to advance and do other things on it, but be elite at what you're doing. Like yo, he was breaking records. He broke Wilt Chamberlain's record for most points in the paint at percentage, 72, 73%.
Yeah,
You beat
yeah.
that. Then you make
Yeah,
your own record.
that was his second year.
Yeah, the second year. He was one of the I think number one in closeout on 3-pointers and blocks. I think he even created a
Yeah.
record on that. Most
Yeah,
blocks.
he create most blocks, most 3-point block shots. He was the only one to have. I think he started that record.
From like baseline, from a center. Like he's running out, and bro, he was the only one in history that I've ever seen lay completely flat on his back under the rim, get up, and still block the shot of the person on the 3-point line. He did that like 2 times.
Hey, all respect to Shaq, all respect to Hakeem, and all of it. Like I've seen him do some miraculous things, boy.
And the thing that people talk about, he don't got hands. I don't get that. In the second year, he was catching things from top of corner. They were throwing it everywhere.
Bro.
Yeah, man. And
all right.
he was dunking it too, man. He was good. Yeah, he got.
I mean, a lot of people forgot the center that we had just before Mitch, which was Noah.
I forgot.
Noah with the
Noah.
dreads.
Joakim Noah and Nerlens Noel.
No, not Nerlens.
Quincy. Quinn.
No, the one that had bad hands that he couldn't catch shit inside. It was right before Mitch with the
Nerlens Noel, brick hands.
Nerlens Noel. Yeah, that
He was
nigga
a
ain't
great
have
defender,
no
but
hands.
he had brick for hands. He would catch like this, no
What?
fingers. Yeah, so that Nerlens Noel was good. So I think Mitch overall is gonna have a really good year. I think he's gonna be a baller. I think we can include him. So Mitch is gonna have. I think he's gonna be top rebounder in the East. I'm gonna give him that for sure. Top rebounder in the East. I think a good comparison that somebody had was the dude that plays for Memphis, their center. That looks like Jason.
Who? Adams.
Adams. Yeah, rebounding. Rebounding. I'm talking about rebounding.
Okay, rebounding maybe. I think Adams is ahead of him in rebounding though.
Yeah, I mean they're similar. They're very similar because Adams has been tops in rebounding for a long time.
We only wish. Hey, I love Mitch Rob, but we only wish that fucking motherfucker was like.
Mitch.
Well, I mean, but a lot of you guys are forgetting. A lot of the top centers, Mike. A lot of the centers that Mitch has faced his first 2-3 seasons, a lot of them tipped their hat off to him and said he's gonna be a problem. He is a problem. Joel Embiid said it. Fucking, I couldn't tell you other centers that said it, but if you getting that from the
I
MVP,
didn't say he wasn't a problem. I just say that he ain't no fucking Adams, dog. He ain't start.
He's not. He's better than Adams, bro. What are you talking about? Come on, bro. We're not even gonna go there. Adams has 37 years in the NBA. Give Mitch at least 7, bro. Chill.
Yeah, Mitch was one of the top rebounders last year. Now that's Adams' specialty for sure, but Mitch is a better blocker overall. So anyway, we beat Mitchell's thing. So Mitchell's gonna be a great rebounder, good defender. I like the defensive call on that. Now let's go. Let's just go down the starting line of Randall, Julius Randle, Skechers Randle, Sketchy Skechers Randle, Sketchy. What y'all think about Sketchy Skechers?
We need Randall, man. We need Randall to fucking have a good year, man. Like his mental state needs to be good because when he's on, he's on. When he's on, I got no complaints. I love him. It's just the negative, when he's off his meds, man. That's the only thing.
No, we can't keep beating
Mike, we can't say that when all of last year He did not have one complication. That was you're talking
exactly my point. He had a good year last year. He had a good year.
All right,
Except
but
towards
you
the end.
the words that you just said, he be off his medication. No, bro. Let's stop with
I
the
like him
false
when he's
narrative.
good. I don't like him when he's off his meds.
But
All
let's
right,
stop the
that
narrative,
hasn't been all right, but that hasn't been the case last year. And
Thank God,
like,
thank goodness. I like that. I want to see that.
listen, would you rather have Jim Shee butt hurts on this team? Huh? Would you rather have a player like Jimalaya? Whatever, like, come on, bro. He ain't giving us
Malaya.
problems like that. That's why
anyway.
Dame. That's why Dame didn't want to go over there, bro. Like, come on.
Yo, Randall, listen. I
You
mean,
got a point. As soon as you saw that perm, there was the whole story changed after that perm.
hey, nobody wanted to go there for the.
No,
perm.
it wasn't the perm. It was the curls that he was playing with the.
But listen, like I was telling somebody, that's always been a Miami agenda, agenda.
Let's stick
Even
on
when we
Randall.
had LeBron and Wade,
Let's
they
keep
they
Randall.
they did some zesty shit. You know what I
Let's
mean?
keep on Randall.
It wasn't to the max like Jim Shee butt hurts went to, where he got 3 pierced lips and he's pronouncing extra S's.
Yo, let's save that. Let's save that for when we have a Jay Blaze on here.
Yeah. All
But
right,
yeah.
But my point
Shout
being
out to Johnny Blaze.
that Randall is nowhere near a problem, bro. Like he plays every game, even with 2 broken ankles, bro. You gotta tip your hat and salute that man. Forget about flowers that are grown in a day, or when they whittle away, all you left with is thorns. That's not what we doing, bro. Give that man his props and respect. That's what we doing on this channel.
Respect. Well, what we're gonna respect Randall's name. This is what we do in this channel. Respect.
Let's keep the agendas out
Some
of it.
respect on that name.
Listen, what Randall has been consistent. What Randall has
Yeah,
been,
he has. Actually, you're right.
yeah.
It's true.
What Randall has been is a 2-time All-Star. What Randall has been is a 2-time NBA player. So he's been at the top of the top for the last 2 years. Yeah, 1 fart, which you happen. Sometimes you get a little trap gas. You got to let it out.
Yeah.
But he's been took us to the playoff twice.
So, and whether people say like, "Oh, how's he gonna show up?" He didn't have teammates to help him. So this is a year where we got a good bunch of talent around him that he should perform, and I think he's gonna do well in the playoffs. And yes, I said it. We go into the playoffs. It's how far we going. We going there. We said it.
Hey, that's the one chicken I allow you to. That's the one chicken I like.
All right. Well, you know who's ready to speak right now. The exaggerated. We going to the ECF, and I don't expect nothing less, bro. It's Milwaukee and the Knicks for that spot. You heard? I'm not seeing nobody else. And Milwaukee better hope that they stay healthy, boy, because we is deep easy.
Yeah, we haven't had one preseason. We haven't had one game. I don't even think we had a real practice. And the exaggerator, the new Knicks already. He's got us undefeated in the East.
Undefeated. We undefeated right now, bro.
Hey, Chuck. hey, you know the ops, the secretly.
We gotta watch the ops. We gotta watch the
ops. Even okay. So this guy from the headline from front office, Brian Windhorse's brother, another guy, the Laker fan. One's a Boston fan, one's a Laker fan. The 2 white boys. Shouts out to them.
Wendy has a brother.
Yeah, he has the front office show. You ever listen to that one?
Nah, but go ahead.
Anyway, shouts out to them. One's a Laker fan down in Los Angeles. The other one is a Boston fan down in Orlando. So he also watches. He's in your area, Dwight. He watches Orlando. And anyway, but he's a big time Boston fan. They're haters. A little bit, they be hating. They don't be giving the Knicks credit. I like to listen to them because they have good information. But today they were the heavier set guy was they were talking about the top teams in the East, and he said Milwaukee, Boston, Knicks. he hated to say the Knicks, but he had his third.
He was like, number
And he's a Boston. He be hating, dude. That he said it. I was like, damn, that's telling you something. They recognize. You listen to ESPN these days. Listen to these people. They are recognizing. They're recognizing. Are outside. We waiting. We like this.
Like my brother,
We here.
knocking on the door. Yo, open up. Yo, so that's it. We got the
Watch, listen, pay attention.
So Randall, do you got him as an all-star this year?
Of course. Randall's gonna be an all-star. Brunson will be an all-star.
Will be an all-star.
Grimes
will be an all-star.
And RJ.
IQ will be an all-star.
I think you might have the starting 5 Knicks as in the All-Star NBA game.
The only one I worry about is Josh Hart. Like I said, he had twins, and it's hard to be a dad of twins the first year.
My brother said all 9 players, all-stars. Hey, I'm with the Randall. I got Randall and star. I think Grimes can win Most Improved. I think IQ can get the actual 6th Man of the Year award this year, solidified. And RJ is going to be definitely improved. I don't know if he wins an award. He'll be close to maybe getting, I think he gets snubbed for an all-star, but he's going to do well. I definitely got Randall All-NBA All-Star for sure this year. And I got him going off this year, his first big playoff series where he's gonna bully it up. I got him bullying it up for sure. Now, what do you guys think about RJ coming from FIBA, bronze them? He got that bronze medal. He's feeling a little swaggy. He's got swag rights in training facility over Brunson, so he's walking around sunning them. Like, yo, Josh Hart, go get me a sandwich. Go handle that. You're on mute.
I said that'll never happen. Even if RJ was the MVP of the league, he's still getting sandwiches for Brunson.
RJ got bragging rights, man, because he schooled them cats out there. He schooled us.
No, he did.
Oh, his team wiped out.
Go ahead, Mike.
Didn't the FIBA team lose to Canada?
Yeah, that's what I said. He got the bragging rights over Brunson and over Josh.
Yeah, he fucking schooled up, and it was like a 20-point
and Grimes.
Well, Grimes was in practice squad, so it doesn't really count.
Don't matter. You were part of the you
he
by
did have
affiliation.
a USA jersey on. He did have a USA jersey.
You get hit by affiliation, bro.
All 3 of y'all. Yo, not only am I the starter above y'all.
All three of them.
All 3 man them. Okay, so I got RJ balling this year. I got RJ averaging 2 3-pointers a game. I got him averaging 20.
Only two 3-pointers a game.
Average. Down. Average 2. That's 3 to. If he gets 3, he's an all-star. That gets him up to close to 23 points a game.
He can hit 3, dude. He's hit 3. He's hit 4 in a game, dog.
I know he has. I'm talking about consistently for 80 games.
Well, I mean,
if every game 2, okay, I'll give you. If every game he hits at least 2.
Every game. I'm not saying he only shoots 2. I'm saying that he gets 2 every night. Maybe shoots 4, but maybe he shoots 4.
That's a little conservative, but I'll go with that.
Yeah, I'll go with 4. Go ahead, let's run by these numbers.
4 a night? That's too much, dog. That's I see IQ doing 4 a night at least.
This dude said 4 at night. I got RJ with 2. I got RJ with 2, and I got him averaging just under 22 points a game.
Bullshit, the whole shit.
And 75 to 80. I'll give him 80, close to 80% from the free throw line. So that's his improvement. I got him hitting 2 3-pointers a game and 80% from the free throw line. That's what I got for RJ this year. And he gets snubbed for All-Star.
No, I think RJ is definitely bringing the momentum that he left off with in the playoffs. He carried that into FIBA, and I think he will continue that with with his mentality being that he has the bragging rights. What he's really saying with the bragging rights is that I'm still the young pup. There's still my squad, and y'all better look for me. So RJ should be that third threat. If he's talking like he's talking, he should come in being that third threat. That's what we've been. That's something that we've been saying on this show for about 2 seasons now. Because this is season 2. Yes, 2 seasons.
Hey, listen. Okay, maybe I'm biased because I'm a die-hard Knickerbocker fan, but I
Homer.
see a new dynamic duo.
Oh boy.
In Quentin Grimes and Julius Randle are gonna connect.
I was with you.
They're gonna be a dynamic 3-4. They're gonna be banana. It's gonna be bananas. They're gonna be reading each other.
I respect that, and I do agree with you on. There's gonna be maybe multiple dynamic duels, but if we go to Julius Randle's media day and RJ, what they expressed, that RJ said the only person he knows NBA with is Randle.
Yeah.
Randle reiterated that he wants to have RJ right next to him. So I think
he's gonna have. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying he's gonna exclude RJ. That's a given. He's been with him through his whole entire career. What I'm saying is that he's also gonna be vibing with Grimes as well. Watch. Because it was happening at the end of the year when Randall was losing it, the only one that stepped up to him to calm him down, you got to remember that when RJ tried, it got tense, right? But when Grimes was the only one that was able to step up to Big Dog, even though it was like scary for him, but he was like, because he knows he has that kind of maybe relationship with Randall. You know why? Right. I think part of it also is because they're Texans. And they both come out of Houston or whatever.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I think that.
Hold on, Mike. Dwight saying
something. Hold on, give me a second. Hey, salute, Shot Legacy, and everybody in the chat. Shot Legacy says,
yeah,
Randall has the easiest path to be our only All-Star, All-NBA once again. He's the only guy on this roster that's top 5 in position. Everybody else has got a higher mountain to climb.
Sorry, I disagree. Jalen Brunson, top 5 guard in the NBA. Let's all right. Read off some of the rest of the chat.
That's all.
Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat.
Hey, salute, Shah. We appreciate your comment. Thank you for commenting. Everybody else, put your comments on there. So he's saying Randall. Well, I mean, if you're looking at Randall's been basically the only consistent cog for the All-Star we're talking about. I think we believe that Jalen Brunson's going to take that next leap. And not only that, because everybody's taking notice of Jalen Brunson. They slipped last year. A lot of people said it was a snub. He was in Team USA. They say he was probably the second best player behind Anthony Edwards, the most consistent. Steve Kerr loves him. A lot of people are talking about Jalen Brunson, the style of play, how he is. So coaches have voting say so also as far as getting players into the All-Star. So I definitely think Jalen Brunson has a big shot to make it to the All-Star.
Right.
And then we got what you got?
No. Like I said, you can put starting 5 for me.
All right, so we went through Mitch. We got Randall, All NBA, All-Star. So we think he's going to continue that. You guys think Randall's going to have a big playoff push? Do you think he breaks the curse this year on playoffs?
Well, with him
we want him to stay healthy, man.
Ankle. All right. Well, him being off the ankle.
Just play. Forget injuries.
But what I'm saying.
He get the ball out.
All right, I'm trying to get to my point. Even with him being off his physical training that he does yearly as a routine, he finally had a time to physically train his mind. with studying film, like he was saying at the podcast P program. Looking at great players, and I'm pretty sure that's going to resonate this year. I think we're going to see a Randall that none of the league has seen before. Because if you take Randall's word for it, he never looked at film like that. But with him looking at the mental mistakes that he verbalized that he was making, spinning into tools, seeing what he could have did better in that situation, I think he will take that into consideration and play at definitely MVP status.
Machete, what you think about it? Do you think he breaks that playoff curse that he thinks in the playoffs that he's going to be good in the playoffs?
Yeah, as long as he stays healthy, I think that
We'll say he's healthy.
If they make it all the way to the playoffs and they're healthy, I would think that okay, he's been in the system 4 years. He's a captain. He's been an all-star at least twice, hopefully a third time. If a third time, then you definitely have to ball out in the playoffs, or there's some kind of conspiracy going on. What the fuck, yo?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know anybody who does well in the regular season and then doesn't do well in the postseason.
Damien.
You know?
Not Damien.
Well, I mean, he did say he was playing.
I mean, okay, you're right. The guys like even Donovan Mitchell, you see that. Look, you got to be a dog, man. It's like, especially when it comes to that grind. The only person you got to be like is like Kobe Bryant. You have to have that killer mamba mentality. Like you got to be like he gets that look. Kobe Bryant, you ever see when he's serious? He gets that look like David gets that look. Like when you like
played with him. He played with
dead eye shitty, man. He gets dead eye shitty. He gets like a killer, dude. He just has that 1,000-yard stare, dude. You know what I mean? And so that's what Randall has to become. But I think we don't know because he got injured. He was injured. You know, he got injured. His ankle was hurt. He still tried to play through it, which he should have known.
Can he do it this year? Well,
we don't know. We don't know because you don't know.
Yes.
If they stay healthy, man. Because if you're not healthy, you're not gonna happen. But you don't know when people are gonna become unhealthy. You can't predict that. You can't predict the future. You can't say, oh yeah,
okay,
yeah.
All right.
The other ankle?
All right.
Mike, you can't hold on. Dwight, hold on. Mike, it's all right to give that perspective, and that's your perspective. But you also have to look at the other and say, okay, if he is healthy, this and this and this might happen. You know what I mean? You can't just look at one side, and one side only, and that's what it might be because you don't know. You know what I mean? Let's say he is healthy. What is he gonna do?
It's an educated guess.
What I'm saying is, Phil, I said if hypothetically speaking, if they do remain healthy, there's a good chance that he'll do well in the playoffs. Yeah, but I'm saying there's that 50-50 chance. If he does remain healthy, I do believe he'll do well. I don't think that is something that I don't know what happened that first year in the playoffs that he just fell off. I don't remember it too well. I have to watch the game. I don't know if he was injured or he was mad. It was a bad year for him. It was a year he gave the finger to the crowd. I don't know the year before, after, and it was but he did well that year. He became an all-star. You know, but and then the second time, I ain't gonna say it was his fault. The second time, him not showing up in the playoff was not his fault. He got injured. And he tried to still come back and play, but got more injured and then needed surgery because of it. So it was a dumb thing to do anyway. Or to let him play, it was Flip's call. It was his fault, Flip's fault, whoever's fault. They should have not played him. We all know that. They should have fucking played Obi. Whatever happened. That's in the past. But I'm not blaming him for the lack of what happened this year. You know,
all that to say maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's a 50-50 chance. We don't know. I don't like counting my chickens, and I don't like to say that I don't like to jinx that shit, man. I don't know.
What are we, fine? Jinx? Anyway, all right. I'll say my opinion. I hear you. I respect that.
Whatever, because every time you motherfuckers make a call, we end up losing.
There's no such thing as jinx. If anything, it's rigged, then the NBA got the NBA official wrapped up.
Well,
That's one thing for sure.
I call 47 wins. We got 47 wins. Where's the jinx?
Okay. Anyway, so for my opinion on Randall, I think Randall, the first year we didn't have the right players. We didn't have enough talent around him to spread the floor and spacing. He was double teamed to death. He was limited on what he could do. Last year he tried. We had a little bit better players. He was injured. RJ started kicking it in gear, so it was able to help him. But Grimes, who was a spacer that you said, Mig, that you like, because Randall was passing a lot to Grimes last year. Grimes was hitting a lot of shots. It was a game that he had 6 3-pointers against Indiana. He played 43 minutes. So when he's getting minutes, he's hitting shots, he's hitting threes. I think we got those players. I think Josh Hart is a good 3-pointer, not a super 3 player. I think Dante DiVincenzo, Grimes, the new RJ, and Brunson consistently is going to spread the ball. So all that's going to eliminate the zone defense that everybody's always trying to do on us. They're going to try it early. Once we start breaking those zones down and figuring it out, I think it's going to be donezo for the NBA. They're going to have to figure something out. They're going to have to play man.
We got shooters.
That's why
we got shooters.
They're going to try to zone us to death. You're going to have RJ and Grimes break down the zone by not only shooting, by driving and giving them the whammo. So that's the only way you can break the zone. Either you drive and get to the paint or you hit the 3. And they're both going to do well. FIBA RJ showed that he can hit the 3 and drive and finish off the glass. Those are the things we want him to improve. He was doing great from the line. So he's showing a lot more consistency. His new shot looks good. I think that's going to ball out. I think Grimes is going to help out quite a bit. So I think Randall has a 20-10 playoff series, more than one. I think he's going to be at least 20-10. I think he's gonna get one game that he's gonna go off, and that's all it's gonna take. He did play with Kobe. He was training with Kobe. That's where he gets his work ethic from. That's why he grinds so hard in the off season, because he does have that Mamba mentality. So that's why a lot of people respect him for the most part, especially in the Knicks. So I think Randall's gonna ball out big time. I think he's gonna be the regular season Randall. He's gonna be that guy in the playoffs.
Well, you never seen Randall come into a season sloppy. That's one thing, you can say and commend him on. You know what I mean? He's always been on top. He's always been ready, war ready. You know what I mean? He's been the gardener in the flower field. I mean, not the gardener.
Shaw Legacy says the Knicks had no choice but to play Randall in the playoffs. OB was not going to create double teams for Brunson to get off, and that's true. I mean, the defense was set up for that. OB couldn't create his own offense just yet, so that's why he was limited to what he can do. He was hitting his threes, which was good, more than what he was doing before. But to create his own shot, or if he's getting doubled or had a bigger defender on him, he wasn't able to create. So I can agree with that.
The only thing about Randall was his no handle. When he becomes Randall, no handle, Randall, that's a problem.
Mike,
and he fumbles the ball away. Phil, I'm talking. Hang on a second.
Go ahead.
When he becomes Randall, no handle, Randall, and he goes in and charging in and fumbles the ball and loses it and turns it over. He's done it a couple of times in games where he's turned it over like that. Not once, but twice. Maybe 3 times in a game. He'll have bad games like that, and then he'll become frustrated, and it just gets worse. Because there are times where he'll try to drive to the basket and try to overhandle, and now he'll try to play a point guard trying to drive to the basket, and he becomes Randall, no handle, Randall.
All right. Hold on. Mike, I know you're on your way driving home. When you get there, please make an appointment to see your vision doctor, because you keep looking at this team and explaining facts of Randall before Jalen Brunson came to the team. That was the only time Randall was like that. Second of all, you got the saying wrong. Is
He
you can't
was still he was
you can't handle Randall. That is the point. There's nobody in the league that can stand up with Randall 1-on-1. Not
you're right.
And the
I don't you can't handle
When he becomes
Randall.
Randall, no handle Randall. I can't handle.
and Machete, when you were talking about that, when you said he was spending most of the time, I'm not gonna say all the time because there's times that he over dribbles, and that has been a consensus that he's doing too much.
Yeah.
Maybe and
Thank
usually
you.
when that,
You verified exactly that's over.
okay, but usually when he's doing that is because the other teammates, the other players are not creating, they're not hitting their shots, so he's forcing because his other players aren't coming through. So that's
Son, in the
there's-
look in the RJ's
I'm
first year
talking,
with
I'm
him,
talking,
he
I'm
looked
talking.
where RJ was a rookie with him. The 1 year that they did not when
Mike,
they were
Mike,
not getting up.
Mike, Dwight's talking. Mike, Dwight's talking.
Let me finish the point and jump in. And other than that, when his other players are not hitting their shots, not creating, he's forcing. That's when he's forcing it. And then the other time that he will be no handle Randall is because they're double teaming and he's spinning off the double. And I agree, the moves or whatever he's trying to do is too much. But again, other players are not hitting their shots, so he's getting double teamed. So even when he's giving it to them and they're not hitting their shots or can't create, he's forced to make these moves. That was
All
before.
right, quick question for both of you guys. You guys seen that last year with
Like
Brunson here?
the time when he hit
Not as much, but it did still happen, Phil.
the
Yeah.
time
It
the
wasn't
time when
like
he
it didn't happen last year. And I'm telling you that it was at least in one game I remember it happened twice.
the Miami Heat game that he hit the big shot, he was doubled.
He made up for that.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying he fumbled it there, but he was being double teamed again. He was being double teamed. He fumbled it, recovered shot. But these are where he's forced because he's getting double teamed, or his other players aren't hitting the shot. Where Grimes' shoulder, he missed a shot. RJ was off on his 3. Brunson was 0-7. He's forced to create. Doesn't mean
Bro,
that.
that play that you're talking about where he got double teamed, that was Kobe-esque.
Yes, we're not saying that, but he did fumble it. It hit bounce. He bounced it off his foot. There's a couple of times he dribbled and it bounces off his foot, and he either turns it over. I mean, it happens. It's not saying no one's perfect. No one's perfect, but
And I'm pretty sure he specifically went over all that film. That was the point of this season, to absorb your mentality. So even if it did happen, he worked on the mental aspect of his game. You know what I mean? He got the dog, he got the physicalness. You know what I mean? He looks like a pit on roids. But
that's what I'm saying. Not only that, but his other teammates got better. Grimes
yeah,
looks like he's ready to ball. Grimes, RJ with FIBA RJ. Now let's go into Grimes. We talked about RJ being ready. Randall's gonna have a great playoff as far as what we think on there, based off his, as you said, his reviewing of his film, his individual game, what he can do to get better. We talked about how RJ can help him out, what kind of game RJ's gonna have, or what kind of year RJ's gonna have. Now let's talk about Grimes. Grimes, who's been working out with that. You gonna say?
before you go into that, anybody saying anything in the chat? Respect and shout
Shaw
out to the
Legacy
chat.
said that, and then we were talking about Brunson because you said Brunson's top 5 in the NBA point guards.
And what did he?
Shaw says that NBA rates him at 12th, 13th, best PG. We as Knicks fans love him, but he's not gonna push to the head of the line of the list in the East. Got a lot of PGs that's playing for redemption this year. So he's saying there's a lot of
Okay, I'm just saying, like a lot of people consider Donovan Mitchell a top 10 NBA point guard. A lot of people, and I've seen JB destroy about everybody that guarded him. And none of those, like Raw Hebrew said, shout out to Raw Hebrew, everybody was healthy. And the one that was injured was Jalen Brunson at times.
it's going to be interesting this year. Now, top 12 when you're talking about Shot is in the whole NBA. That's not in the East. Him and Dame in the East is going to be dangerous. Drew Holiday, we see what Drew Holiday can do. When we talk about the Leprechaun, as Rahibu coined him, the Leprechaun. Trae Young, I think he's nice. Other than that, I don't see in the East for sure. I don't see who else is in the East. I mean,
Nobody. Uh,
76ers with Harden.
Holiday. Where did he go?
I said that. I said in Boston. So that's why I said Dame, Holiday, him in the East. I don't see
You guys
nobody
don't
else.
think-
And
you
Trey
guys
and
don't-
Trey.
Guys, excuse me. You guys don't think the 76ers, if Harden, who's been coming to training camp, are
No,
going to be a factor?
Hold on. You said Harden is going to be better than Brunson?
no. He
Yo,
just
you
said
not
if
listening to what?
he
Yo,
just
yo, yo.
no.
Well,
What he said, will Harden be better? You know what I mean? To make the
yo, what do you?
Philly a
Yo,
better team.
can you? Excuse me. Are you guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't say anything about Harden being better than Jalen Brunson.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
That's what I said.
We're talking
No,
about
you guys asked said who is going to be a factor in the East, right?
Point guard. Yes.
No, we talked about Jalen Brunson. My brother said
Dwight. We were talking about point guards in
And
the
even
East.
still, you don't think Harden
And he
is
said
better
Harden.
than Jalen Brunson?
No.
What? Never, bro.
What?
Mike,
think
that
Harden-
was cold take.
Bro.
You don't think that when Harden is on, he's better than Jalen Brunson?
No.
Okay.
Not a never. Not a never.
What did Harden do in the playoffs last year?
Nothing.
Tell me a game that he did good. I'll wait for it.
Don't worry. I'll wait.
Was Harden ever in the finals? How many times has Harden been into the finals?
Never.
How deep has Harden? How many times has Harden been deep into the playoffs
You talking about
versus Jalen Brunson? How many
Mike,
times?
Mike, this is the next channel. Fuck Harden.
Yeah, Harden is a buster. He's a buster. Straight buster. He can't score more than 20 points anymore. He's good at facilitating. He's old and rickety. He's been overweight for 3 years. 3 years.
Those eyes look Chinese, boy. I know where you was.
Bro, that dude is not. Harden is not great. He's terrible.
Yeah, that nigga's high as shit, bro.
Shaw Legacy.
Look at him.
Stupid, man. I'm like, yo, I'm laughing so hard inside, man. Okay.
Yeah, Harden's hot trash truck juice, as we said before. Shaw Legacy. Donovan is a shooting guard, as you said. Garland is not better than Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson broke him down, hurt his feelings. Halliburton's good. We'll see this year, but I don't think he's better than Brunson. He's going to be a better assist player. I'll tell you that. He's going to give you doubles as far as assists. He's very good. He's very good. I like Halliburton. So he could be up there. He's still young, but he's definitely going to get more assists than Jalen Brunson. When it comes to clutch, taking over the game, making the right shots, getting the team in the game, none of the players are outplaying Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson outplayed Donovan Mitchell. Outbodied him. Outplayed him to win it. Garland, he beat both of them in one game, in 5 games, doesn't matter.
They were both healthy.
So he took out Garland and Donovan, so you can scratch them out.
And they threw more people to defend Brunson when they played Cleveland.
There's no way LaMelo Ball is better than Brunson. No way.
Never.
He's great for theatrics, little cute little alley-oop plays. I think Halliburton better than LaMelo.
All right, if the fourth wheel was on this car, the fourth wheel would say they bum sauce and dumpster juice. Shout out to Melvin.
It's gonna be tough because he's an undersized point guard. That's what they said when he scored 40 in Boston in the playoffs. That's what they said when he was averaging 30 points.
48. Oh no, he didn't 40.
And he had like 40 plus. He had 40 plus, 38. He had. I mean, they've been saying that forever. Is that stopping him from bombing on everybody? Did Steve Kerr go pick LaMelo Ball out? Nah. And who started in USA? Was it Halliburton or was it Jalen Brunson? Brunson. So I mean,
but in the end, it was Halliburton.
That started.
Yeah, in the end for the last time.
No.
In the end, when he sent out
he did not start.
Yeah, Halliburton started.
He said, I think it was fourth quarter. He played more minutes in the fourth, but he
Yeah,
didn't start.
that's what I'm saying. In the end,
But
he
started.
started. In the end, he finished. He was the starter in the end when they lost.
That was for
But
matchup.
that's the thing. So I was thinking about that earlier today. Who, okay, so then in the end, in that last game, he started JB, but JB started getting bodied because they started bodying him up. So then they took him out, and also because of Halliburton's passing, they went, but he was a little too lightweight, and they beat him up. And also because of our center wasn't showing up. But in the end, Steve Kerr. So I was wondering if it's really his fault and his play call that caused us. Maybe if he'd have stayed with Jalen Brunson to the end, maybe the outcome would have been a little better. But they went instead with fucking Halliburton, but who was shooting better. He was shooting better, and they were making a little bit better plays with Halliburton in the end, but they couldn't pull it out because we just wouldn't get enough from the rest of the other guys.
Pause.
Yeah, I agree. And Charlotte, Halliburton had better stats in FIBA than Brunson. That's fact. It is. But he was playing with the bench. He was playing with bench players. He was playing against the bench of the FIBA team players. So if you're playing the bench,
none of our guys, it wasn't Jalen Brunson's fault, man. None of our guys showed up. Brandon Ingram didn't fucking show up. Guys started getting. I don't know. I think part of it. I'm gonna blame Steve Kerr.
No, what the problem was is that they started.
He should have stayed with Jalen Brunson. He should have just stayed with
playing hero ball. They were all playing hero ball. They wasn't playing as a team, and that's what it was.
Well, so on point guard, so we're talking about all-star point guards. Or does Brunson have a chance to make all-star? That's why we're having back and forth with Sha in the chat.
Yep.
Based on the top 5. Does Brunson have? Of course,
they shunned him. They shunned him this last year. They shunned him. Of course, they shunned because they already had one guy in there as an all-star. They weren't gonna have two fucking Knicks. Wasn't that a point when we had two Knicks the year before? Or no, never mind. I thought we would know because it was in the beginning of the year when they were talking about all stars, and we thought JB was going to be become an all star, but then this motherfucker, I thought we were going to have two all stars last year, but they fucking shunned JB.
Yeah, that's on defense. Saying he got cooked. He did get. I mean, he's undersized. There's going to be times he's going to get burnt.
It was rigged. It's like you said. The NBA was rigged. It's rigged. That's bullshit. They're not trying to give New York that kind of prop. But I'm telling you that now. These people are recognizing, and that's why they're trying to get on everybody's good side. All these bitch ass motherfuckers, and especially sucking players nuts network over there, except for fucking Perk. Shouts out to him. Are the only ones are starting to jumping on the fucking bandwagon. Get off of that. Get out of here with that.
Anyway, and you could be an all-star and be on the bench or second team, so he could still make the bench team. It's gonna be tough.
You know what it is? You know what it is that we almost had two all-stars and a fucking six-man of the year on our squad last year.
And we're gonna have that this year. We're gonna have that
this year.
Two all-stars and a fucking six-man of the fucking year.
Facts.
And we fucking went to the second fucking round, except that we got injured and recognized fucking IQ got injured his ankle in that second game in Miami. He got injured. He was out. Grimes was not 100%.
Well, let's stay.
He was just coming off it.
Let's stay.
I think he was just coming off a big injury he was off for a while and he was just coming back. And also, Randall got hurt.
So now that we went through the lineup for Mitch, Randall, we talked about RJ. We talked a little bit about Brunson. Well, now we're still talking about Brunson on it. Does Brunson, you guys thinking he's making all-star? That's what we're going back and forth here. Do you guys think, I think we spoke about it before in another pod, can he take it to another level? Do you guys think that it's possible after now that you watch FIBA or things like that? Is there another level to his game? Or would he just be consistent? Can't hear you.
I was muted. I mean, RJ, yeah, like I said, he carried it.
JB.
Well, Jalen Brunson.
You say he's gonna be an all-star. Do you think he's just gonna consistently do what he was doing last year, 30 and something, or does he improve anywhere, or just
no? with the adding of his brothers, he will elevate to a higher playing level. These guys know him like the back of their hand, and they will teach the rest of the team while them being there. It's not like they're gonna keep a secret. They're gonna be like, "Yo, Jalen likes this. Jalen likes, you know what I mean? Hart likes this. DiVincenzo likes this setup. You know what I mean? The communication is gonna be all around the board.
So you think
So I think Jalen Brunson will elevate to all-star level, and
specific
it was
stat?
it was undeniable to the league. The media noticed it. They had him on promotions throughout the NBA when they had the players to choose from. Jalen Brunson's face has been to the front of things.
Hey, salute
So
Watkins. Appreciate you joining, brother. We know you've been busy. Thank you for always checking in. Salute.
salute Keith, salute Watkins.
Salute Shaw, Keith Watkins, everybody in the chat. Salute. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, so like I said, Jalen Brunson, he's coming with a kick-ass mode. Leon Rose executing what Tibbs wanted, which I think is the head of the snake, surpassing Leon Rose. Because what all Tibbs want is hungry players that he could keep for like 4 or 5 years. I'm pretty sure he went up to Leon Rose. He said, "Look, I don't care what you give me, as long as their work ethic is, you know what I mean." And yeah, I think with time, I think I said it on the last season. I don't think I don't think Tibbs leaves New York without a ring. Maybe four. Mike just put his glasses on, you all right?
Yeah, he said 4 rings. All right.
No, it's getting a little darker. Okay, let's not do a
No,
LeBron.
no, no. Yeah. I'm
You're
not
gonna
doing
end up
that.
you're gonna end
I'm
up
just saying.
jinxing it. You're gonna end up jinxing it.
Bro,
No,
forget the drink, bro. We're not 5. There's
yeah,
no
we're not
lucky
2 years
star.
old, Mike.
There's no St. Patrick Day.
Anyway, can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Do you think that Jalen Brunson is likened to a Jason Kidd?
No, that's what I would that's what I would dream of him to be. But he'd have to
Oh,
average 10 assists. I think Halliburton
Do
would
you think he's likened to him now, or like in the
mentally.
path to yes, mentally. Like,
Mentally,
do you think he's like, and even in his game? I mean, you know, he can pass, he can hit the three. He's pretty sharp.
nah, he's not. He's no Jason Kidd and he's no Jason Williams, where these point guards IQ of screening and knowing where the player's gonna be without looking, that was something that crossed my mind earlier. Like I would like the Knicks to hire players like Jason Kidd or I would love Jason Williams. You know what I mean? Because the way he passed, I think if he worked with IQ will be such a great thing for the young guards, you know what I mean? Because he was a pass first point guard, and sometimes you need to transform into that
But
play.
I mean, but Dwight, like Dwight said, his mentality, his desire and wanting to win.
No,
his
no, he's a
He's greedy
captain,
like
and
that.
he's a captain,
Yeah,
and
like
he's a
he's a
dog.
captain like that.
He's a leader. He's a leader. The players that we talking about, CP3, Jason Kidd, Jason Williams, Stockton, those were leaders that commanded their team to orchestrate to what the coach was vocalizing. These are leaders. That's why Randall, as long as he's been here, he tipped his hat off and said, Jalen Brunson's the captain.
And captain wise, from my perspective, I see him he has a head game of being very smart. He's very intellectual. He knows the game, but he lacks that which you remember a couple of pods ago we were talking about what I think it would take for him to go to that next level, which would be getting those double-digit assists. I think Tyrese Halliburton is closer to Jason Kidd. as far as finding the teammates. Like he squeezes the pass in there. He's a better passer. That's where I think would be the room to grow for Jalen Brunson. Although he got to 8 assists, which is a lot compared to him averaging almost 4 in Dallas, he almost doubled it. But there's still opportunities for him to find other players and make his game easier. I think with DiVincenzo, as my brother was saying, with DiVincenzo, Hart, other players that know him would make it easier. They'll be in the right spot so he can find them and get those assists higher. And he knows if he gives it to Dante where Dante likes his shot and that is going to go in compared to us missing a lot of shots. So I think he can, but he needs the right teammates to be able to knock down some of those shots. But I think Tyrese Halliburton is closer to a Jason Kidd assist wise. That's the area that I said that I would love to see Jalen Brunson improve. If he does that, that's multiple All Stars. That he has to get.
Well, I still think that the only thing Jalen Brunson just needs to improve, and it really isn't his fault, is his defense. But because of his size, I think he's gotten stronger. He looks stronger. He looks stronger in the FIBA games. He looked more cut up. He looked in shape. He looked ready. He was out there. He was ready. He played hard. He got body. I was afraid for him a couple of times. I thought he was gonna get injured, but that's just gonna make it tougher coming down the season right now. They've had time to rest, and the only thing is his defense. I don't think that he doesn't play defense, but I think that I'm gonna be more tall one-on-one the guys that he's playing. Yes.
I think he's just limited to, I mean, it is what it is, right? He's small.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's limited. It really isn't his fault, but I mean, he's still working on it a little bit because he does show sometimes that first that he does, he could one-on-one people, Sometimes he get hurt trying to do it, but
I mean, if I got a Chihuahua as a guard dog, I'm not gonna expect him to be tearing up the ankles like a
Yo,
pit.
he's hardly a Chihuahua dog. He's not even a fucking Chihuahua, dude. He's a wildcat, man. You're fucking with a wildcat, dog. Remember that.
My point to that, Machete, is that he's undersized like a Chihuahua.
Nah, nigga, he's a wildcat. He's not no undersized. Yo, you ever fuck with the Chihuahua? You ever try to handle the Chihuahua? They'll fuck you up. And they're smart. That's a compliment. Being called a Chihuahua is a compliment. Ask Phil.
I disagree. I think he's a pit bull. A pit bull is still a small dog that is the most aggressive and the most killer and ferocious. And once it got
a wildcat or
let me finish. Once that jaw is locked, you will have to shoot or stab the dog in order.
He would try to fucking. He would have to try to get his jaw drawn up.
You
wildcat had already gouged your eyes and your nose and your whole face was already ripped off. I don't know how you're gonna do it. You can do it with a ripped off face with no eyeballs and no skin on your face. Everything just torn up your upper torso just open, wide open. That's what wildcats do.
You're taking it mad left. The whole point of that I was saying is because he's undersized. That's the whole point. I made the reference to him being a Chihuahua. It's not that he can't be a guard dog. If I know he can bark, that's what I got you for. He's a great barker.
Okay, but there's bull mastiff and big ass dogs. Compare that to a small regular pit. Bred to kill. Listen, a pit bull was bred to
American
kill.
bully.
Bro,
you know how they have the exercise, the mediums, and the short.
Where are we going with this?
American bully.
I'm going small and vicious and killer. A pit bull, you can drop it in a pit with a bull, and that dog is gonna come out victorious to a giant bull that outweighs it by 2,000 pounds. That is Jalen Brunson. On to the next topic.
Thank you.
Yo, Wildcats have been known to take down mooses, dog.
All right, Mike. He's all right, Mike. Check this out. In order to comfort your soul, he's a wildcat pit. Okay, we're just gonna He's a wildcat pit.
Let's
Emotional,
damn it.
He's a pity wildcat.
The point is he's undersized. He's not going to be great at defense. He's close to Jason Kidd, but he needs to be a better passer. He's never going to be a great defender. Never, never, never. That's it. He's never going to be that. So if you keep saying you want him to be a better defender, it's never going to happen. He doesn't have the physical attributes to be successful as a defender. He can be there on time.
Right.
He can be in the right position. He can create. He can draw fouls or charges, but he cannot defend. He's not going to be the guy leading in steals. He's not going to be.
He's not going to be Nate Robinson, the smallest NBA Knicks guard, to smack Shaq shit, to smack a lot whoever the fuck was in his way. You're right. I'll go with your view, and he'll never be elite. Fuck out of here. Jalen Brunson could be elite at everything. He's just starting.
Hey, Shaw Legacy,
So,
I appreciate the laugh. You don't. We take. There's no show like us. We go left hard. We take it to a whole other segment. We appreciate the jokes and the laughter there. We lit. So Brunson, possible. We agree. All-Star, possibly. Shaw Legacy says no. There's 11 other people possibly in front of him. I think he's still gonna have a good year, but I think assist would be needed. I think he needs to be in double-digit assists, maybe at least 15 games with a double-double to qualify for an All-Star. At least 15. That's my opinion on that. Now, the final guy we have is Grimes, who's been playing with Penny. He's been playing with J.J. Redick. Where do you guys think that he takes? Does he take that next leap? Because I think we put all our chips on the table thinking that him and RJ are going to be the ones to take the leap this year. Is Grimes
Sorry, say that again.
Question, Dwight? What was the question, Ruel?
So I'm asking if Grimes, Quentin Grimes, being that he's done all this training, we stopped a lot of trades for him. We didn't trade him with Donovan Mitchell. We didn't trade him for Dame or anybody else out there. So he's the guy that we're betting on. He was one of the most elite defenders last year. He was number one in the toughest matchups in the NBA. So he guarded basically the toughest player in every team for every game. He was number one there. Being the fact that he's been practicing with Penny Hardaway and practicing with J.J. Redick, does he take that next step? Is he our X factor? Is he that missing piece for us to take it to that whole other level? What do you guys think?
That's why I vocalized we do have shooters. Whoever is the head of the structure of Grimes's camp is doing an excellent job in picking the most flawless people that kind of match Grimes in order for him to elevate and master what they did. There were no Curry Penny was himself, but listen, JJ Redick is no joke. Anytime the Knicks face JJ Redick, he's been a headache, and that's a great person to learn from. And like JJ Redick said, he's excited with working with Grimes, the way he absorbs his knowledge and wisdom and applies it to his game. The way he executes is the same story with 99% of the Knicks players that we have. These guys are super hungry, and they don't just want to just be in the NBA. They want to be the best version of themselves. You know what I mean? So,
what you think, Meg? What you think about Grimes? Your thoughts on Grimes?
Yeah, I think that Grimes is going to be yeah, Penny Hardaway. What? Come on, man. And JJ Redick, like in his camp practicing with him. Congratulations. They hung up his number in high school. They did that little documentary there, and then shout out his tutor that got him past his classes.
Salute to Grimes for having your number.
But I think that kid He's got a really very good work ethic. He's very intelligent. He sees the court very, very well. I haven't seen a guy who can see and anticipate the court, and he's tough too. He'll fight for the ball. He'll go in there, against two people and try to get in, drop the shoot the three. I think he's going to be better at shooting at the three. I think he's going to be mad dangerous. I think he's going to come in there. Everybody, that's why they're talking about him right now. That's why they're jumping on the Johnsons right now, because when it happens, they already want to have their footage. But F them, dude. They wouldn't want to talking shit, including JJ Redick. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, okay, he's in his camp. That's all great, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're all trying to get in. They're all selling out now to that, especially the sucking players nuts network. But that's all good. All of them, Alan Hand, Monica McNutt, all of them out there. This guy with whatever on another channel out there, all jumping on the bandwagon because it's gonna become lucrative.
Nah, Mike, I have to.
Whatever, I see what's going on. Now they're on the Johnson, all them talking, all the shit. I've watched them all these years talking down to the fucking Knicks, and now you want to jump on the bandwagon? Come on, yo. Fuck
No,
that
Mike, I'm a big supporter of MSG. Yeah,
I'm not talking
Monica.
about MSG. I'm talking about the especially something.
All right, you said, hold on. You said Monica McNutt, Joe Pito, Alan Hahn, and all of them.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The especially, the abbreviations, especially sucking on players, especially sucking players nuts. That network. They're all over there now. They're over there now. I'm not talking about MSG. I'm not talking about ESPN. Especially sucking players nuts because that's all they do.
All right, but you can't mention. All right, you can't mention Monica McNutt. You can't mention Joe Pito, Alan Hahn, or.
They've been over there. Don't you watch it? Don't you sometimes watch them when they're there? They're sitting down over there in the morning with the other people over there in the morning time.
There are no bigger. There are.
They're trying to integrate They're trying to integrate the Knicks media people into ESPN because the Knicks are going to blow up this year. So they already want to be on it already. They reluctantly want to be on it. Listen to Raw. Ask him. He knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Now they want to be on the back. Now they're all now everybody's kissing and everybody's all up in the nutsack with us now. Get out of here.
I think Mike.
They're doing it for the clicks, dog. That's why they're doing it.
All right. Number one. Emotional damage.
Exactly.
Emotional.
The only one if you watch, the only one giving us credit.
Look, this nigga is emotional. Mike, Jesus, that boy don't stop running stop smacking your lips. Listen, you put.
Is Perk, the only one who's been, if you've been watching, watch. I watch ESPN. I don't like to watch ESPN. I think sometimes they're biased. What I'm saying, they're biased, dude. The West Coast, first of all, they're in the West Coast. The West Coast, ABC and all that is owned by Disney World, who is trying to buy out MSG. But the Dolan family refuses to let go of that. What they got, dog? Why would they want to? Their family's been there for years. They own HBO. They own
Mike. I know you're driving, but you're in the mountains, but you're making a lot of lefts. You just went.
We're talking about Grimes.
And you went into media
and you went into Perkins and everybody else. We're talking about
Grimes because you're talking about what's his name? RJ Redick, whatever his fucking name is.
All right, his training, him. Bro,
so they're all trying to get Knicks for clicks now. They're jumping on the bandwagon. With RJ Redick, whatever Redick, whatever his name is, they're jumping on. He's recognizing. They're recognizing now. He used to talk mad shit about the Knicks. You never watched that when he used to be like, oh, the Knicks ain't shit. When he was in Jersey, he used to talk more mad shit against the team. He used to be our fucking a rival. He's our rival, dog. Now he's now they're sucking my dick.
Mike, you know, today is not Saucy Sundays, and you act like JJ Redick is strategically saying, "All right,
He is. It's a
Grimes,
fucking.
Grimes,
It's a genius
I'm gonna
move.
set
It's a
you up
good
with."
smart move. He talks about, oh, now he's on the bandwagon now. This nigga was never on a bandwagon before.
What
Come
does that
on,
have
man.
to
Come on.
do with Grimes? He trained with
It's
him.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, Mike. Let me ask you
All
a
right.
question.
Yeah,
When
don't
you
ask.
see Grimes, when you see Grimes play, right? We're talking about Quentin Grimes, right? The New York Knicks player. When you see Quentin Grimes play, him as a player looks similar to certain players that we've seen play in the past that are elite level executors like JJ Redick. As much as, bro, you hate him like you hate like Knicks fans hate Jordan.
Am
Like
I,
that
am I
ain't
wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
all
Did
right,
he
Mike,
take the
Mike,
jersey?
Mike. I think
Did he
you're
play for
way
Atlanta? He wasn't. He was. Who did he play for before? He used to play for Atlanta, right?
Mike. If you
And then he
listen,
played.
Mike,
And then he played for the 76ers, right?
Mike. I
I said
was
he
watching.
was always injured. He's soft. He doesn't play defense. Okay, I understand the intelligence because he was an intelligent player and he was a super sharpshooter that Grimes can become also. So okay, he's getting advice from a guy who was a sharpshooter, but who didn't play defense and was injured all the time, and he was soft.
Is that?
He was
But
just
did
a
he
good
say, "Yo, I
three-point
want
shooter.
you to show me"? Did he say, "JJ, I want you to show me how to be soft and play, get your non-defense"? He got
Right.
him,
Soft.
but he got
He's
him
soft, but he's
specific.
a soft guy.
He got him
Um,
specifically. He has him specifically to show him on what he's elite at, which is running around screens, which is catching and shooting.
playing without the ball,
As
bro.
a
Without
veteran should. He's just doing what a veteran should do. That's all. So what? Anyways, all I'm saying is that Grimes, I just don't want him to be hurt because he seems to get hurt almost every year, or the beginning of the year, or towards the end of the year. I think he got hurt twice last year. I think he came in hurt, injured in the beginning, and then in the end he got hurt when he was playing in the playoffs. I just want him to be, I think, like I said, these guys are going in the third, fourth years, so they're getting stronger. They're getting that mental strength. So now they're not going to be as injured or injury prone, we hope, unless something severe happens. Because it did happen to Randall. But anyways, I'm saying that already coming out of the gym, stronger, bones more dense, healthier, thicker, and more durable, and hopefully that'll be the case for Grimes. Other than that, that guy's gonna be fucking deadly. That's what I'm saying. The guy plays amazing defense. The guy plays better defense than JJ Redick. You cannot talk about if Grimes played or hit threes like JJ Redick did. You cannot compare JJ Redick to Grimes because Grimes plays defense.
You're right.
All right.
You're right, Mike. You're right. You won. You're the winner.
That was a wild.
That was a great cold frosted lake take.
Yeah, I get what you were saying. Kind of. You went on a crazy rant. The point of it was, yes, I think Grimes is going to be an elite defender. I think he's our X factor. Was trying to get some feedback there on it. The fact that he went with JJ Redick for his specific skill set, not his defense, the catch and shoot, running off screens, which he was one of the top players, elite, analytically on there. I think that's a need that we need. Someone that's a great catch and shoot player who can play off a screen and run around when he's not getting any plays, when Jalen Brunson and Randall are spinning and winning and pounding the air out of the ball or even quickly. I think him running through screens, running around, that's going to help free up the offense, unclog the defense and him be ready for catch and shoot. For him, if that makes him elite at that, that's going to be extremely dangerous. That's going to be a very, very good thing for him. He's good at catch and shooting, but he wasn't good at moving off the ball. So I think that's going to be great if he gets that with JJ Redick. And the fact that he's trading with Penny, who was the dude. I think there was nobody better than him when he was playing. I mean, the moves that Penny made, the off the ball playing, making plays, being able to create for himself, that's going to be extremely dangerous. I think he's going to be.
But we seen like what these players absorb. You see it on the court. you see it in I'm not saying practice, but like, bro, if you look at Grimes and him training with Penny, he basically took everything Penny told him and executed it or tried to execute it on that court. He never stood still. He was slashing to the basket. Like he would give up a three, drive in, go like, you know what I mean? You've seen the moves that he absorbed and applied to his game. And he'll do the same thing with JJ Redick. JJ Redick was an elite shooter, running around screens like Steph does, you know what I mean? Moving without the ball. Everything that he's teaching them in the shooting aspect, how to pump fake and get that second better shot at the 3 point. I think you'll see a lot of improvements with Grimes, and I agree with what you said. Grimes will be one of the X factors because saying what you said, the two players on the New York Knicks that always guard the next team's number one man is Grimes and RJ, and that will not waver. And if Tibbs has that much confidence in your defensive game, what else can you say? Yeah, I mean, execute on offense now. We got shooters, bro. For this season, we got shooters. That's what's gonna space out the floor, and that's what's gonna give us more continuity. Give us like 20 games. Y'all gonna see this team like you ain't seen another team before.
Now Grimes' capability, if he becomes a player that I think he can, if these skills, if he gets some mastery,
Ah, I love that pick, Mike.
salute OG, salute to our mom.
I got a little something to say. It's NKR topic. Once again, NKR topic, not Knicks related. As you heard my cousin Miguel say, Machete said in the beginning of the pod that we seen each other, not the way we wanted to, but we had the passing of our mother. Sorry to bring the pod to this, but seeing my mom's picture on my cousin's background, you know what I mean? Yeah, so our mother.
Shout out, rest in
Yeah,
peace, our angel in heaven, Maria Echevarria.
Facts.
This episode is tributed to our mom who passed away last week. Hard
Yeah.
passing for us, tough show, but she would want us to move on, and she was always our shining light. So the picture you see there is our mom Dukes, me and
Nice.
NyKnicks there. So this episode is
Love it.
attributed to Mom Dukes. Love you, Mom.
Love you, mommy.
So
Yeah.
Grimes,
Love you, Tia.
I think Grimes would be the next. I think he's gonna be our Booker. I'm gonna throw it all the way out there. I think he's gonna be our Booker with a splash of Clay if he knocks any of this down. If he gets this down, he's gonna be a Booker with Clay shot, and that's gonna make him more elite than any of these players.
I could see him being a runner-up. I don't know what's underneath All-Star. I guess All-Star Juniors or whatever. But I could see Grimes trying to crack that door open.
That's why I said most improved. I think he get most improved. I think he can make that big leap from almost recognized as someone who's at that kicking in at that all-star level. So I think he can win most improved. I think I keep feeling 6 man of the year. I think Randall's gonna win all-star, and Brunson needs 10 dimes per game to get that all-star, in my opinion. So I think that's where we dominate. I think that's where we're gonna take advantage, and we're gonna have a great season this year. All this talking about training camp, new year, we talked about that. So we got high expectations for our team. Support your Knickerbockers. Support
All right, we got another topic that's been lingering around. Razzle Dazzle might be stepping down.
Who?
Clyde Frazier from Bless You.
Yeah?
from announcing. I think I was hearing some mentions of Mark Jackson stepping up and filling those shoes. I'm not a. It might be
Well, I
it might
last
be
time
somebody
I heard,
trolling, but I heard it twice last week.
Well, it's not. Well, I mean, we'll talk on it briefly, but we can go a little more detail. But basically, Clyde is getting up there in age, so flying and traveling is being allowed for him. I think he's 70 plus, so he's up there. So traveling is rigorous on his body, so he doesn't want to do away games anymore. So,
Yeah, that's what it is.
so he only wants to do home games. So
Okay, okay.
so he was at. So they were
Yeah,
talking about Van Gundy and him to do away games because Mike Breen is the big dog now, and he's doing other NBA games. You know, he does some home games, but on away games, or he does other games. So that's what they're trying to implement Van Gundy and him possibly doing it. Or when it's just Clyde that's going to be away, they're going to do Mark Jackson to do away games for Clyde. That's what that breaks it. Right? And
yeah,
the
that's what
final,
I heard. And
the
if you
final,
watched the okay, because I get the NBA package and the MSG channel, and for the last couple of years, Clyde hasn't been really traveling to the away games, especially since COVID hit. You know, when COVID hit, he had to retire, sell his restaurant because customers, the situation in New York, and also, he's getting older, like you said, and so he hadn't been going to the away games noticeably, and it would be great. I would love for, and then Mike Green also, he's becoming more international. He's doing more of the international games for TNT or with the TNT crew and the especially since they cut a lot of people ESPN, and he's been doing those games. I would love for Mark Jackson and Van Gundy to become our new announcers, and replace if he retires. If anything were to happen, and Mike Breen, and they were to take over, and that would be great. I think for the fans, and I think for the viewership, and I think that you need those guys because sometimes if you watch when Mark Jackson and Van Gundy are very rarely um hosting the Knicks games when they're covering the Knicks games. Sometimes Van Gundy can um, throw snipes at fibs. Like when there's lag and stuff, when the team is lacking or losing or doing a lot of mistakes, Van Gundy and Mark Jackson tries to keep quiet. I notice, but there's a little bit of a little I guess I don't know if their relationship how it is. I think that they have a really good relationship and that he's able to talk to him as a coach. But I think it would be great if Mark Jackson and Van Gundy were to take over Clyde and Mike Breen. That would be great. I
Mike,
think.
Mike. If you haven't noticed the age range of Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, they are in the age range where they're not gonna have any hair on their tongue no matter what the
Yeah.
team is. He goes at LeBron. They go at LeBron. They go at the elite faces of the NBA. They're gonna be blunt. It's the same thing with Monica McNutt, Allen, and you know what I mean. Like the facts are there. If you're playing like trash,
No,
I'm
no, no.
not gonna. We're in New York. This is New York City, bro. We're not gonna caress you with lies. The fans are gonna be upfront and blunt about what they think, and that's what comes with the heaviest jersey in the NBA.
Right,
That
and that's what's so
we're gonna
great
be
about Van Gundy, and that's what's so great
and
about Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, and bringing
yes,
that and just keeping it real.
but
I'm
but
saying
but they
keeping it real
were
for the
they were
fans.
all Mike. They were all players. Alan Hahn was a player. Monica McNutt, I think, was a player. Like all these people that are Mark Jackson, Van Gundy, these were all players. So they're gonna play. I mean, they're gonna talk about the game and criticize what they see the flaws and things that are. I mean, Van Gundy has
And that's
spoken,
great. That's what I love about
about
them.
Tibbs. He spoke about Tibbs, being blinded to the rotation. I've heard, so it's just gonna be a no hair in the tongue situation when it comes to most of these media members that are New Yorkers. That are New Yorkers. You know what I mean? We're not gonna caress you with lies, bro. We're gonna, you know what I mean? Plenty of times we said RJ need to improve. Everybody needs. You know what I mean? We're critical like that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think he does make a. I think he does make that leap. I think they can end up sending, getting them as the replacements at some point in time. I think that's as Machete was saying, that could be something that worked its way down. I think that makes sense. They would be the great replacement for them, even though they're, Mike Breen and these guys
Fan
are
favorites. Fan favorites.
fan favorites for real. Now the true question is, here's the final question. If you guys are watching, if you're in the chat, you gotta answer this.
Replay gang.
Replay gang, you guys in this, cop or not? Are we copping the Randall Skechers? Yay or nay? What are you copping them?
I support everything, but I'm not a Skechers guy. I mean, salute to Randall. You know what I mean? To his brand, whoever he signed with. My hat's off to that, and nobody's copping Skechers.
I ain't gonna look. I don't know if I like these. I think it's an evolution. I think at some point they'll get nice, but Skechers ain't terrible. They ain't terrible. They're comfortable. They're very comfortable.
If they gave him that bag,
hey,
he's that
listen,
bag.
that's why he went to that agent. That's why he went to the agent, because he wanted
Oh,
more.
okay, quick question for everybody here. What did he do before he switched agents? What was
The
a
only
big
commercial
thing that what was a big thing that Julius Randle did this off season before he went to the agent?
other than the insurance commercial, I don't know what else he got. There was nothing else he did as far as promotion.
From what I'm hearing, I didn't see it myself, but they say Julius Randle tatted King of New York. I don't know if it was with Biggie on it or something.
I don't know about that. I ain't hear about that.
But you ain't hear about it? Yeah, I think he tatted himself the King of New York. I will look it up, but
If that's the case,
I
I've been calling him Rafters Randall for a minute. I think he's gonna be up in the rafters. His stats and all that. He
facts.
just needs to have a good playoff run, which I think will happen this year. If we keep him, he's gonna be in our rafters. Whether people like him or not, he's gonna be the most 50-50 player people like. But statistically, there's no denying he could be up there. He could be up there. I got him, especially if we win a ring here. Forget about it. Rafters Randall. Not these. For the Skechers joint, I won't do these. Skechers ain't terrible. They got good running shoes. They got some joints. They coming up. I'll tell you this. I'd cop the Skechers before Under Armour. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I support the Knicks in every way, shape, or form.
You got to cop the Skechers and the Puma, son. You got to.
Wait, I'm seeing something. I see, is that Biggie Smalls on Julius Randle's left shoulder?
In the chat, did he get a tat? What's the tat? Who's on it? What's on the tattoo? Let us know.
I think it's a tattoo of Biggie Smalls.
What about RJ's? You copping RJ's joint? The Pumas?
RJ, yeah, I'm a big fan of Pumas.
El Tigre.
That's a New York Knicks brand. Puma has always been a New York Knicks brand. There's not a lot of true the old school era New York Knicks fans. All right, let me explain something. A lot of the old school NBA fans are fan of the teams and not like these new era generation. They're a fan of the players. I forgot what was my point in bringing that up,
Sneakers.
but
Sneakers.
yeah, the New York Knicks fan base is not rocking Jordans. I mean, they are because they love fashion, but yeah, I don't know.
Puma's been around a while.
Yeah,
Before, right around the Nike Cortez, which was like
no, Clyde wasn't. Clyde was, I think, the first New York Knicks player with Puma. No.
So Pumas definitely get love. He was the first Puma. So Puma's getting.
I'm thinking if I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the chat.
I think he was up there. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Converse, so he was the first Puma guy.
Yeah.
So I can see the Puma thing on there. I'd have to see another 1 or 2 editions, maybe the 3rd edition of Randall's sketch. This first one looked like it was rushed. They threw a couple of colors together. He's been with them only about a month. They kind of rushed something. I'm gonna need to see a Randall's Wrecker. You know what I'm saying? Or something crazy, some crazy design. Matter of fact, hey, New Balance, I might have a design for you. I'll take it.
Well, speaking of designs, I get all of my creativity from my mother. You know what I mean? When RJ first came to the Knicks, I designed a pair of sneakers for RJ and Puma, and I also have the slogan and all of that. So hopefully in the future I could talk to Puma. Puma, reach out to us.
All right, well, we're going to go to close this up. We've already had this long 2 hours, 28 minutes. We always had a lot of fun. It's great season 2. Season 2, episode 1. We're giving this tribute out to our Mom Dukes.
Salute, Mom Dukes.
Mom, we love you, appreciate you. Nothing more. Yeah, we're riding for you forever. So we appreciate you.
Right.
This episode is dedicated to our moms, who again just passed this week. We're gonna have a wonderful new Knicks season. This is season 2 for us. Our first episode, season 2. Y'all know what to do. We gotta tell you guys what to do. The like and the
share, like, subscribe, smack that.
That'll spoof up the algorithm. Whatever you like, your comments be like, yo, these dudes is crazy. Saucy.
Hey, you got permission to spam the chat. If you want to spam us with 10,000, screw it.
You guys, I don't know, when you guys be speaking Spanish, I think you talking about me or saying whatever. Whatever you want. Yo, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's our first episode. Many more to come. Thanks for rocking with us, because we rock with you. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah. Anything you want to say before you close it out?
Yo, salute to everybody. Shout out to Mom Dukes, rest and sleep in paradise. Shout out to the chat that was rocking out with us, and thank you everybody for being home with us. You know what I mean? Could have been anybody anywhere else in the world, but you're here rocking with us, and we greatly appreciate it.
We rock with the Most High forever. The Most High, we were confident in Him to know where our mom would be afterwards. You gotta have the faith, repent, and live life. Let's go.
Hey, Mikey, hit us with that outro.
Forms and skills in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Going down.
New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten in the